Mr. Rahul Tikku is the Managing Director for India Subcontinent and Polyurethanes South Asia business for Huntsman Corporation. With over 22 years of leadership experience, Mr. Rahul has been instrumental in making businesses more customer centric, defining strategic priorities, leveraging digital capabilities, and strengthening teams for a number of brands, including AGFA, AkzoNobel, and BYK. Prior to joining Huntsman, Mr. Rahul was Managing Director, South Asia region at BYK, where he was responsible for the company's specialty chemicals business across industries such as paints and coatings, construction, automotive, home and personal care. In the past, he has held multiple leadership roles within and outside India at AkzoNobel. And Mr. Rahul's experience includes helping businesses grow sustainably, leading complex operational businesses, and inspiring teams across emerging and developed markets to achieve leading market performance. We welcome you, sir, and over to Mr. Rahul.
Thank you, Shivani. First of all, I would like to also thank you personally for a very interesting introduction, because even I was surprised with a few words, but I appreciate. And then the first thing I would like to also say is thank you to World of Chemicals and Chemicals Today. Not only has Chemicals Today given me this extraordinary honor of presenting, but it has also given me the weeks of fear and nausea I had to endure at the thought of speaking at this automation forum, which has already made me lose my weight. So in a way, therefore, it's a win-win situation. Now, all I need to do is to take some very deep breaths, squint at some questions, and convince myself that, yes, I can do it. Right? So with that, okay, that was on a lighter note. And the serious part is about digitization and automation, and I will attempt this as well. I think before we jump into the topic of digitization and automation, what is very important to understand is what is happening in the context of India. And I think this topic has been spoken about so many times, and if I'm repeating it, then it'll be too boring. But I'll just leave a few thoughts before I move to the next one. So in India, I think we are at a very interesting inflection point to become a strong global player in the world of chemicals. And I guess the chemical industry in India is rising up to strengthen the domestic supply demand imbalance, which is both through capacity expansion and optimization, and also to leverage those expanded capabilities and capacities to tap global market. So why is it so important? I think for us to serve global markets from India, the experts in this industry have identified several imperatives for the chemical industry to win. And the role of digitization amongst so many other imperatives is amongst the top enablers in the chemical industry. What I will try to do, therefore, is I'll spend about next 15 to 20 minutes, roughly, depending on how much time we have, to dwell on three key digital transformation imperatives that are necessary for this industry to succeed. All right. The first one, I think, is our ability to grow the business through digital transformation. Since the theme of this conference is automation, I should not miss the second imperative, which is about smart manufacturing initiatives that are required to drive production efficiencies and, of course, also the manufacturing excellence. Third, but again, a very important topic, time allow, I'll talk about it, is adapting digitization for supply chain transformation across India and also for our abilities to serve rest of the world. Okay, so before I go into each of these imperatives, I think what is very important to understand is that from various imperatives that we've been already discussing about, business operations and growth are essentially the topics that are being talked about in the industry. Organizations that are focused on the operational element can use digital technologies primarily to improve productivity and, of course, reduce risks, right? I mean, it can be safety, it can also be continuity of the business. And while those which are focused on the growth aspect can apply digital transformation program to build incremental value, which can be revenue, or they can also generate a wholly new income stream from various opportunities that could emerge from the digitization program. So the first point is how can we grow through digital transformation? I'll only talk about 2 points here. One is usage of analytics to define our product portfolio. And the second is leveraging data science to ensure that we are able to optimally price our products well. And there is so much data out there, and I'm sure each of the companies which are here in the forum and largely also in the industry have a wealth of data. The challenge is we all get lost in so many Excels and those SAP templates that we do not really know how do we kind of now convert this into something which is more meaningful and scientific. And therefore, I think the value of analytics here plays a very critical role. The second part is to use analytical driven sourcing tools to optimize our spend, right? And which can be buying spend or any amount kind of a spend that we are doing. But importantly, it can also expedite the decision-making ability for us through a data-driven approach. Now, which supplier we need to choose? Is it long-term? Is it sustainable? What is the past record? And what is the future trend looking like in the particular industry if we are choosing our raw material partners or even the distribution partners? So that's one part which largely dwells on growth through digital transformation. The second and the most important for this forum is about smart manufacturing initiatives to achieve production efficiencies and excellence. So there I believe improving business operation manifests largely in 2 ways. Which is about improving the productivity and also reducing the risk of business and manufacturing. The productivity of all chemical plants can be improved by various smart manufacturing techniques, right? I mean, it can be predictive asset management, it can be process control, it can be production simulations. But while I was thinking about this topic yesterday, I also thought about how smartphones transformed and enabled the way we operate today, right? I mean, imagine 20 years, 25 years ago, when we were in those dialed phone eras, or probably already the touch button eras had already come in. But then we moved to pager, and then finally we transformed into something which actually radically redefined the way we operate, we communicate, we speak, and we do so many things. And that, to my mind, is what smart factories, in that analogy of smartphones, is going to transform the industries of future, whether it is chemical manufacturing or any sort of an industry. So there will be a huge impetus going forward on smart factory environments. And I will explain this with a few examples, and I'm sure there are experts in the forum who will try to understand what I'm saying. One on the predictive asset management, I guess the advanced IT, OT technologies can help companies optimize their maintenance expenditure, for example, right? Or it can possibly improve asset efficiencies. And the best example is my own company, right? I mean, for a large scale operation like ours, we use a lot of continuous data feed, which is collected essentially from sensors on critical equipments. And this advanced analytics helps us identify patterns, which also enables us to determine and diagnose the possible breakdowns. And not something which is happening now, potentially something which can happen in 1 week's time or 1 month's time. And this can enable manufacturers to evolve from a scheduled or those reactive repair maintenances to more of a predictive maintenance schedules, right? The second example is also around when we look at world-class manufacturing environment and we are seeking to supply to the rest of the world. I guess the process management and control becomes a very important enabler as well. My sense is that the industry 4.0 technologies such as real-time analytics, automated control actions, these can support prediction. These can also give you an alert. And most importantly, it also gives you a very prescriptive response on what you need to do to make sure that every batch, every product is consistent and has the same quality. Now,